see, but basically we're following the red line. It's our trail route. So we start, Naseby's just down here, and this is the Clyburn Creek. Oh, I can't tell.
There might be another one in there too.
We got 1,200 ounces in one hit, and our family did 1,600 ounces. I think that was more than the rest of the field put together. I think this is going to be one of the greatest crushland parks in the region.
It's actually pretty special, even if you don't climb all the way to the top. Even just walking up the waterfall, but below that bluff turns into a wee rocky, rambly alpine creek that we follow up, and the vegetation will see some really neat remnants, shrubs and small forest. There's wee tokra groves and lots of Alleria, various Cryptosma species, a number of Alleria species. I'll point them out as I come across them.
Buster Hut has a sleeping capacity of 2. The Buster Goldfields have a distinctive white quartz landscape. It was a difficult place to mine at this height. Long water races had to be built and mining was impossible in winter. The goldfield had few large stones to build permanent structures.
Food, a lot of it was donated by the parents of the school. This pad was made by a grandma of the school.
It wasn't taken from hungry
No,
children.
it wasn't. Although it went home to my house and my boys thought, oh! You missed it.
No, you missed it. You just have to wait and see who's coming.
In 1863, 2 kilometres north of Tailings Hut, the much beloved Sergeant Garvey died in blizzard conditions. His horse survived. There was much ill feeling in the way relief party was sent out. There is a stock bridge over the upper Otamatata, and downstream are the remains of a road bridge. The holes appear to be blasted through the steel beams as a result of military exercise. From the plateau, there are views of the St Mary's Range, Mount Demet, the Buster Diggings, the back of the Ida Range and Hawkins, and even Lake Ohau and Mount Cook.
It takes the place of 3 huts now, and somehow that makes me sad. When I think of Chimney Gully and the good times we had, wire yards and the boundary huts are dead. The hill gangs come no more to camp and boil their billies in earthen floor. But yet I'm told, and I think it's true, this fall from far and near, from all around the South Island where the North runs are, come shepherds, packers, hillmen, in a sure and steady mob, and they've heard of Inda's Castle, and they're looking for a job. The neighbouring runs and stations through are thinking quite a bit. There's nothing out on Glenshee Runs that could ever rival it. And Yorkie's Run and Allen's Peaks and Shortlands too, I hear, will find it hard to get a gang to muster the sheep this year.
We don't get bananas in Auckland.
As long as it's the most
I don't
efficient
care.
cover.
Yes.
Okay, we're
As
going
long-
to go.
It's overacting.
Let's see the other side.
I got the plan B, Tammy and Charlie. Yeah. I'll just stay outside.
The Last Supper is just about to begin.
Hamburgers by Bob. Sausages. Colin has spent hours creating onion jam. All these condiments here go on your burger.
Alex Primary students' cabbages. There's a special broccoli salad. This potato salad. We particularly sliced each potato exactly the same.
Day 2 was a shot with the climb of many rocks, and if you need to check, just smell my socks. We walked in the heat with very sore feet, but the food that awaited us made it all very sweet. Day 3 went well, the big climb ahead, but on the downhill we needed a sled. Anthony was worried when the flag hadn't arrived. It was Matthew's fault for surfing arrived. And when the flag finally flew, the Kiwis stood with pride. Not so the Aussies, they nearly cried. So to Matthew and Anthony and all the crew, thank you so much. We will never forget Smelly Luke.
Big Bear, are you there?
Roger, Big Bear.
No, we have some water issues. I've dropped my RT in the drink.
I may have laughed at other people's misfortune just a tiny bit.
I should not have implied that Sergeant Garvey's horse could have taken some of the blame for his death. I should not have nicknamed Matthew Big Bear and repeatedly said Roger, Roger, Big Bear over the RT. I should not have suggested that there were only a small number of cross-country skiers in Otago.
It was a really fabulous trip. There's some great tussock country and marvellous views of Mount Cook from day 2.
It was a challenging trail, but with a little bit of help from my friends, I made it. It was a fantastic high country walk, but I think next year I'm going to take up cross-country skiing.
Awesome walk, very warm. Even the Australians had difficulty with the heat.
But being able to lie in the pools and find enough water to wash and freshen up, absolutely wonderful.
And I felt like I was on top of the world and even nearly walked on water.
Seldom in a lifetime do we experience such a wonderful occasion.
It was a trip of lots of ups and not very many downs.
I'm absolutely impressed by the planning.
Enjoyed the trail. Experience was great.
I'm from Auckland. I've come all this way down here to get some hearty southern food, and I haven't been disappointed.
I loved going up to the high country. It was wonderful.
This is my first time on the trail, and what happens? I'm a railway nut from way back, and there was a railway station way up in the hills.
So how many people do you think actually do cross-country skiing?
On any given day in the summer, none.